The year is 1849. The United States is expanding westward, driven by the promise of new lands and opportunities. The frontier is a place of both hope and danger, where the unknown beckons and the familiar fades away. Texas, newly annexed into the United States, is still wild and untamed. Its vast landscapes are a mix of rolling plains, dense forests, and rugged mountains. The land is rich with potential but also fraught with peril. The U.S. Army, tasked with protecting settlers from Native American raids, establishes a string of forts along the frontier. These forts serve as bastions of security, providing a sense of order in a chaotic land. Among these is Fort Worth, strategically located on a bluff overlooking the Trinity River. The location is chosen for its defensive advantages, offering a commanding view of the surrounding area. Named for General William J. Worth, a hero of the Mexican-American War, the fort becomes a beacon of civilization in a vast and unforgiving land. General Worth's legacy is one of bravery and leadership, qualities that the settlers hope to embody. Life in early Fort Worth is harsh. The settlers face numerous challenges, from the harsh climate to the threat of disease. Every day is a struggle for survival. Soldiers stationed at the fort face constant danger from hostile tribes. The tension between the settlers and the Native American tribes is a constant undercurrent, leading to frequent skirmishes and conflicts. Settlers, drawn by the promise of cheap land and new opportunities, live in fear of attack. The dream of a new life is tempered by the reality of the dangers they face. The Trinity River, a source of life and transportation, also brings floods that threaten to wash away the fledgling settlement. The river's dual nature as both a lifeline and a threat is a constant reminder of the precariousness of their situation. Yet, despite the hardships, Fort Worth endures. The settlers' resilience and determination help them to overcome the many obstacles they face. The fort becomes a hub for trade and commerce. As more settlers arrive, the fort's role as a center of economic activity grows. Traders arriving from the east bring much-needed supplies. These supplies are essential for the survival of the settlement, providing everything from food to tools. Hunters and trappers exchange furs and hides for goods. The fur trade becomes an important part of the local economy, linking Fort Worth to a wider network of trade. Slowly, the fort evolves from a military outpost into a bustling frontier town. The growth of the settlement is a testament to the hard work and perseverance of its inhabitants. The seeds of what will become a major city are sown. The foundations laid by these early settlers will support the growth and development of Fort Worth for generations to come. But beneath the surface of this growing community, a darkness lurks. The history of Fort Worth is not just one of progress and development, but also of conflict and mystery. The history of Fort Worth from its very beginnings is intertwined with violence, mystery, and the unexplained. The stories of the past are filled with tales of conflict, intrigue, and the unknown. As we delve deeper into the city's past, we will uncover these hidden layers, revealing a side of Fort Worth that few ever see. The journey into the past will take us through the shadows of history, uncovering the secrets that lie beneath the surface. The end of the Civil War brings change to Fort Worth. Soldiers return home, and the town, spared from the ravages of battle, begins to transform. The war's end marks a new chapter, one filled with opportunity and growth. The town, spared from the ravages of battle, becomes a key stop on the Chisholm Trail. This trail, named after Jesse Chisholm, becomes a vital route for driving cattle from Texas ranches to Kansas railheads. The Chisholm Trail is more than just a path. It is a lifeline for the cattle industry, connecting the vast ranches of Texas with the bustling markets of the north. This legendary cattle drive route stretches from Texas ranches all the way north to Kansas railheads. Cowboys, often young men seeking adventure and fortune, drive herds of longhorn cattle across hundreds of miles. The journey is arduous, filled with dangers from river crossings to cattle rustlers, but it is also a journey of camaraderie and resilience. Thousands upon thousands of longhorn cattle are herded through Fort Worth, leaving their mark on the town and its people. The sight of these majestic animals with their distinctive horns becomes a common one in Fort Worth. The cattle drives bring not only economic prosperity but also a sense of identity and pride to the town. Saloons, gambling halls, and hotels spring up, catering to the needs of weary cowboys and cattle barons. These establishments become the heart of social life in Fort Worth, offering a place to relax, socialize, and conduct business. The town's economy thrives, fueled by the constant flow of cattle and the money they bring. Fort Worth earns the nickname Cowtown, a testament to its rough and tumble atmosphere. The streets are filled with the sounds of cattle, the clinking of spurs, and the lively chatter of cowboys. The town's reputation as a wild and untamed place attracts adventurers and opportunists from all over. Gunfights erupt in the streets, fueled by whiskey and disputes over land, cattle, or women. These violent confrontations become a part of daily life, adding to the town's rugged and lawless image. The constant threat of violence keeps everyone on edge, but it also adds to the allure of Fort Worth as a place where anything can happen. Lawmen struggle to maintain order in a town where justice is often swift and brutal. Sheriffs and deputies work tirelessly to keep the peace, but their efforts are often met with resistance. The lawmen of Fort Worth become legendary figures, known for their bravery and determination in the face of overwhelming odds. But Fort Worth is more than just a dusty cowtown. Beneath its rough exterior lies a community of hardworking individuals striving to build a better future. The town's residents are resilient and resourceful, always looking for ways to improve their lives and their community. The arrival of the railroad in 1876 cements its future as a major transportation hub. The railroad brings new opportunities for trade and travel, connecting Fort Worth to the rest of the country. The town's strategic location makes it an ideal center for commerce and industry. Industries spring up, attracted by the city's central location and growing workforce. Factories, mills, and other businesses establish themselves in Fort Worth, creating jobs and boosting the local economy. The town's transformation from a cattle town to an industrial center is swift and dramatic. The population explodes, with people from all walks of life seeking their fortunes in this booming metropolis. Immigrants, entrepreneurs, and laborers flock to Fort Worth, drawn by the promise of opportunity and prosperity. The town becomes a melting pot of cultures and backgrounds, each contributing to its vibrant and dynamic character. Amidst this rapid growth, the darker side of Fort Worth persists. The influx of people brings with it a wave of crime and vice. The town's law enforcement struggles to keep up with the rising tide of illegal activities. The influx of people brings with it a wave of crime and vice. Prostitution, gambling, and other illicit activities flourish in the shadows. The town's seedy underbelly becomes a stark contrast to its outward appearance of progress and prosperity. Prostitution, gambling, and other illicit activities flourish in the shadows. These vices become an integral part of Fort Worth's identity, attracting those looking for a quick fortune or an escape from the harsh realities of life. A seedy underbelly emerges, hidden beneath the veneer of respectability. Despite the town's growth and development, the darker elements of its past continue to linger, shaping its future in unexpected ways. Fort Worth's journey from a frontier town to a bustling city is a testament to the resilience and determination of its people, but it is also a reminder of the challenges and complexities that come with progress. South of the Trinity River lies a neighborhood with a rich and complex history, the South Side. From its inception, this area has been a melting pot of cultures and ethnicities. African Americans freed from slavery find refuge and opportunity in the South Side. Hispanic families seeking a better life establish deep roots in the community. Anglo settlers, drawn by the area's affordability, add to the cultural tapestry. This blend of cultures creates a vibrant and unique atmosphere in the South Side. Music spills out from juke joints and dance halls, a fusion of blues, Tejano, and country. Churches representing various denominations and faiths become centers of community life. Businesses owned by African Americans and Hispanics thrive, catering to the needs of their respective communities. But beneath the surface of this vibrant community, tensions simmer. Racial prejudice and discrimination are harsh realities for many Southside residents. Segregation laws limit opportunities and fuel resentment. Economic disparities create a stark divide between the haves and the have-nots. As the South Side grows, so too do its secrets. This neighborhood, with its rich history and diverse population, has always been a place of mystery and intrigue. From its early days, the South Side has been a melting pot of cultures, each bringing its own traditions, stories, and yes, secrets. The neighborhood becomes a haven for those operating outside the law. In the shadows of its bustling streets, a darker underworld thrives. The South Side's labyrinthine alleys and hidden corners provide the perfect cover for illicit activities. Gangsters and bootleggers establish their empires, taking advantage of the area's poverty and lack of opportunity. These figures, often romanticized in popular culture, were ruthless in their pursuit of power and wealth. They exploited the desperation of the South Side's residents, turning the neighborhood into a battleground for control. Speakeasies and gambling dens thrive in the shadows, hidden from the prying eyes of the law. These establishments, often disguised as legitimate businesses, became the heart of the South Side's nightlife. Behind closed doors, fortunes were won and lost, and deals were made that would shape the future of the neighborhood. Whispers of even darker activities begin to circulate. The South Side's reputation for crime and vice was only part of the story. Beneath the surface, there were rumors of even more sinister goings-on. Rumors of occult gatherings and secret societies operating within the South Side spread through the community. These whispers spoke of powerful individuals who dabbled in the arcane, seeking to harness supernatural forces for their own ends. Some whisper of strange rituals conducted under the cover of darkness, involving animal sacrifices and ancient incantations. These stories, though often dismissed as mere superstition, added to the Southside's aura of mystery and danger. Others speak of clandestine meetings held in basements and back rooms, where powerful figures conspire to shape the city's destiny. These gatherings, shrouded in secrecy, were said to involve influential members of society, from politicians to businessmen. These whispers are more than just idle gossip. They reflect the deep-seated fears and suspicions of a community that has long been on the margins of society. The South Side's residents, aware of the forces at play in their neighborhood, often found themselves caught between the visible and the hidden. The South Side, with its mix of cultures and its history of hardship, becomes fertile ground for the growth of esoteric beliefs and practices. The neighborhood's unique blend of traditions and experiences creates a rich tapestry of spiritual and mystical knowledge. From the spiritual traditions of African slaves to the folk magic of Mexican curanderos, a tapestry of occult knowledge is woven into the very fabric of the neighborhood. These practices, passed down through generations, continue to influence the South Side's culture and identity, adding yet another layer to its complex and fascinating history.